The sky was bright blue that day. There is no sign of clouds anywhere. The midday sun is playing on the leaves of the trees on the side of the road. The trees that have been bald all year round come back to life in the spring. Decorated with leaves of different colors, the sidewalks on both sides of the road are lined with colorful alpana lines. Occasionally one or two cars whisper along the narrow, shaded road. I was walking along the sidewalk alone at noon, lonely. A small winding road adjacent to our house met some distance at the corner of the alley. Along that road, this is how death comes one day. The loud sound of the tide at the end of the ebb comes to my ears. All the transactions of the white day of the tidal wave on the beach were completed, and he was told to return home. I continue to walk the last hut in the fleeting game of quicksand on the beach, leaving the sea behind. All the birds return home. I feel an invisible pull of the sea left behind. One more day in the afternoon I will come back to see the dance of salt water garland with rain near the sea. The lost feeling peeks into the mind. The old memories of Coxs' Bazar beach are playing in front of the eyes, non-water in the quicksand of memories.